Morning, everybody. I'm a little bit out of breath already. I'm already hard at work. I'll show you what I'm doing. Maybe I shouldn't be so out of breath, but you know, I've gained a bit of weight back. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I gained it all back. I've been very bad. But all that ice cream was very delicious, and it was. And now I gotta lose it all again. But we're gonna do it, don't worry, I'm not worried. We're gonna do it. That aside, that's what we're up to. I already rolled up one tarp. There's one guy in front of me here that's gonna be unloading. There's one guy in the building unloading right now. So by the time I have this tarp rolled up, they should be pretty much ready to take me in. Now, the reason I always share my weight gains and losses with you guys here is because I know that as truck drivers, stereotypically, they're pretty heavy set, right? And I'm here to break stereotypes, not just by telling you, but by showing you and by leading by example. At least I'm trying to, right? While still showing you that I'm human and that I'm normal, just like everyone else. I enjoy ice cream, I enjoy chocolate bars, and I overindulge, and I screw up, and I end up packing on some weight. But the thing is, when you get knocked down or when you gain it, what do? You get back up and you lose it again. I get asked quite often actually on the internet is how do I remain thin while on the road? Well, first of all, I don't think I'm thin, in my opinion. I am overweight for my size, for my age and height. But thank you for the compliment anyway. The way you stay thinner on the road is by watching what you eat and how much you eat. It's mostly how much you eat. I've been overindulging for months now. I went on that diet this time last year and I lost 40 pounds. And then I stopped paying attention to it because I reached my goal, right? I got lazy, let myself go a bit, started eating whatever I wanted, which I love sugar. I have such a good sweet tooth. It works really good. And what do you know? I gained it all back, gained 40 pounds back. Isn't that crazy? Up and down and up and down. Story of my life. But hey, I've gotten rid of it twice before already, and I can do it again. So stay focused. But let's get back to trucking. I have to take this tarp off and roll it up now. One thing I can tell you is that if you don't actively monitor your weight, if you're gonna do this job as a truck driver, especially if you're a door swinger, if you're like a reefer van hauler, like if you're just swinging doors and that's the only physical activity you get in a day, I hate to tell you, but if you don't actively be careful with your weight, you're gonna gain it very quickly, and it's gonna happen what feels like overnight. Suddenly you're gonna look in the mirror and not recognize who you're seeing because you're gonna be huge, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy. It shortens your lifespan incredibly. The average lifespan of a trucker is what, 65? I think you can live to be a lot older than that. We just have to be above average when it comes to just watch how much you eat. I'm not here to lecture you though, I'm sorry. Just a topic of conversation that's been on my mind lately. You do you. You eat all you want. I'm not telling you how to live. I'm just trying to tell you how I'm trying. Just trying to show you how I'm trying to live, you know? Okay, let's roll these tarps up here. Can I put you right here? Is that okay? You okay here? So there's the load. I'm gonna roll the tarp up right here beside the trailer. So the answer to the question that a couple of you have asked me, how do you stay thinner on the road? On purpose. It has to be on purpose. You have to actively monitor it. You have to watch what you eat. And even if you mess up like I did the past several months, you gotta acknowledge that and change course. That's the only way. Otherwise you balloon out. That is not what I wanted. And good timing, that guy's just coming out. The guy in front of me is now going in, so I'm gonna move up. And I just gotta clean up my tarps on top of my trailer yet. And then it'll be my turn. So I have to go around and make sure I grab all of my corner pieces. Those are mine, and they're expensive. They protect my tarps from ripping on the corners. It's another thing you should really have. Put on the corners of your freight, save your tarps. Tarps are expensive. Those are not as expensive. I say they're expensive, but they're cheaper than tarps. And you can get them online. Look for corner tarp protectors or tarp corner protectors. I got mine off a website and they were delivered to my house. Very simple. Simple stuff. It's the little things that save you lots of money, right? Cost a little bit more. But again, what did we say yesterday? Tarps are about like $1,500 for a set. And believe me, you can pay $1,500 for a set, tarp a load like this, and they could rip on your first trip. Especially if you don't tie them tight and they're flapping around and that corner's not protected. It'll rip right through your tarp. And there you go, $1,500 down the tubes. Then you got to find a place where to throw those tarps out. And so many drivers, they just leave them everywhere. Don't do that. You got to find a dumpster where you're allowed to dump them, and not just anybody wants you to put your big tarps in their dumpster, because that'll take up the whole dumpster. So it's a big whole hassle because you can't use it. So you got to roll it back up, and you got to dispose of it properly, or get it patched. You can send it away to get it patched. There's that. But then you're out of a tarp for however long while they patch it, or you could patch it yourself. That's extra work, and you're out of that time. It's just a big mess. Just put a corner protector on there. Saves you all that headache. This is what they look like. See, they just pop right off. And if they don't want to stay on, they have this little hole in there. You could always, if the freight allows for it, you could put a peg through that, like a staple or a small nail. I don't want to damage my freight though, so I don't do that. I just plop it on there, and sometimes it's very frustrating because it'll fall off while you're tarping. And you constantly have to jump up and put it back on until you get the tarp tight around it to hold it on. It's frustrating, but again, cost saver. So you just keep those with you everywhere you go. Very handy. All right, it's my turn to go in. Of course, my engine fan is on, just kicking up all the dust in the world. Good thing my truck was dirty anyways. Add some more to it. Look at that, yikes. Need to get those bugs off my windshield too still. I feel bad though, they wanted to come along for the ride. There we go, it's our turn. It should go quick. I'm all ready for him already. Just got to take some straps off the load and he can go bing, bang, boom. Get him off and I can go home. Empty. Bing, bang, boom. Bada, bing, bada, boom. Choose one of those two. That's how it went. Look at that. And that's it for my week. This trailer, like I've been telling you the past couple of days, is going in for a safety tomorrow. I have to get it to the shop in Winnipeg where it's getting done tonight. So it's about a 6-7 hour drive from here. We'll just go there empty, make sure we get it there for them. And I'm taking my truck into Blumenort so that they can start working on that first thing tomorrow morning. Get that fully serviced. I also have to get my engine heater serviced too. Winter's coming and I have to make sure that engine heater's working so that I can get my truck started and not have to idle it through every night. I like to shut my truck off, and then I have a diesel engine heater. It's actually located right back here behind the truck, right in that black box right there. So that heats up my coolant, and if it's really, really cold, let's say -20, I don't have to run my truck. 2 hours before I want to start my truck over, I can set a timer so that thing automatically starts. It runs off like little drips of diesel, doesn't use too much, just a little bit, and then it circulates my coolant and warms it up, and that in turn warms up the block so that when I wake up 2 hours later after it starts, I can start my truck in -20 and it's not frozen solid. I also have a bunk heater that runs off diesel fuel as well that blows warm air into the cab. But this thing needs to be serviced before wintertime, and they're going to do that for me at the same time that they're servicing the truck. Got to be ready. Winter's coming. I know you don't want to admit it. I know we're in denial. But I only speak truth on this channel. Sometimes, mostly. I only try to speak truth. Sometimes, if I'm lying, I'm not doing it on purpose, okay? Winter's coming. Trust me. Don't worry, we're going to get rid of our hitchhikers on our windshield very soon. I got to stop for fuel in Drayton, North Dakota. Speaking of North Dakota, we're about to cross into the legendary state. Right up here on the bridge. Got about an hour and 15 minutes to the border. I'm empty, so I don't have any commercial freight. I have to bring this trailer into Winnipeg, and that's why we're crossing through Emerson and Pembina. I was thinking yesterday if I was going home, I'd cross through Lancaster, Tolstoy. That would have been shorter for that, but it is what it is. And here is North Dakota. It comes with a requirement. You'll see underneath there.
Slight right on North Washington.
No, it's not a slight right, Karen. The requirement is to be legendary. It's not optional.
Crossing border, entering North Dakota.
That's their state slogan. So I expect nothing but legendary things from all of you while we're here in North Dakota. Alas, it's time to drop off our hitchhikers. Get them off our windshield. We're in Drayton, North Dakota. Getting some go-go juice. Long lineup at the border today. We've moved quite a bit already, but it was close to a mile long. According to Google, they were having some issues with their computer systems at the border on the Canadian side. They said they had them all resolved, and we're slowly starting to chug forward, so I guess everything's good now. Look at that lineup. All the way out there yet. Of course, always. When I want to go home. I should have gone through Tolstoy, I guess. I needed to grab fuel, though, in Drayton. This guy in front of me is just kissing the bumper of the grain truck in front of him. Why are you so close to him, buddy? You afraid someone's gonna cut in front of you or what? Six inches from his bumper. Maybe if I touch his bumper, they'll go faster. I made it here into Winnipeg. I'm just gonna go park my trailer back here. All these other trailers. Hopefully there'll be a spot in this flatbed lineup. Man, that border really messed up my time schedule. I wanted to be at home right now, showered and sitting down already. It's always something, you know? It's always something. These are tight spots, yikes. This will be fun to get it in here. I gotta go turn around. I got really lucky. I found a pull-through spot. Just right up here. Aha, there it is. Nice. When life throws you a lucky break, you take it.